For some reason, the game plan, my son didn't do what I told him he was supposed to do. His rhythm was supposed to be different. Like a lot of people say, my son is like mentally like easy to, mess with. And how you gonna fight, a fight when everybody wants you to lose? You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know what happened.
Teofimo Lopez Sr. delivers a blunt and emotional reaction after his son's loss to Shakur Stevenson, openly criticizing the performance. He suggests Lopez Jr. didn't follow the strategy they prepared and says the rhythm and adjustments they planned never showed up in the ring. While giving Shakur credit for the win, he insists that version of his son didn't look like himself. Lopez Sr. also hints that outside talk and media discussions about future fights may have distracted him mentally, adding to the frustration over how the bout played out.
I was 100% sure he was gonna win. For some reason, the game plan, my son didn't do what I told him he was supposed to do. His rhythm was supposed to be different, where we were supposed to stop Shakur from doing whatever Shakur does best. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to him for winning. You know what I'm saying? But that was not my son in there. I think probably the networks and everybody, the media, everything leading up to this fight, everybody already talking that already about Shakur fighting in May, where the winner was supposed to go and fight in May, against whoever it was. So I think that probably got to him, you know what I'm saying?
Teofimo Lopez Sr. responds to criticism and rumors surrounding him, saying talk about his condition at a press event was overblown and believes all the outside noise played a role in his son's performance. He suggests Lopez Jr. can be affected mentally and questions how a fighter can perform at his best when it feels like people are rooting against him. According to him, the version they prepared in camp never showed up on fight night, with the game plan, sharpness, and usual strengths all missing inside the ring.
People talking about me being drunk, all that stuff, when he went to the press conference and I wasn't there, I didn't show up because I was resting. And I think all that affected him in this fight, Like a lot of people say, my son is like mentally like easy to, mess with. And how you gonna fight, a fight when everybody wants you to lose? You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know what happened. It just looked like all his powers were not there. Like everything was like that we planned, everything that he did in sparring, everything that we planned to do was not there.
On the other hand, Teofimo Lopez appeared emotionally drained after the fight, admitting he struggles to feel pride in his achievements and often feels punished rather than rewarded. He described his journey as full of hardship, feeling overlooked and frustrated, yet emphasized the need to keep moving forward despite the setbacks.
Time to reflect and appreciate how well you've done so far in your career?
No, not at all. I hate myself for it, but it's part of it. It's just part of the life.
You've got to appreciate it as well.
I don't appreciate it, that's why.
Oh, yeah.
I don't. I think that I get butchered, and I think God punishes me a lot for it. So I'm just a punching bag to that. So one day I'll get, maybe one day, but not yet.
We appreciate you though.
Yeah. These guys appreciate you too.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I just never got my fair share. I never did. Not once, man. Not once, but hey, that's just my journey. I guess I just never took on Baphomet, so I just gotta keep it moving.
Final message to those fans and supporters of yours.
Teofimo Lopez appears devastated and frustrated on the night, with the lack of consistent offense leaving him discouraged in the corner after a fight that never seemed to swing in his favor.
Yo, what's up, man? How you doing,
Your
man?
thoughts on tonight?
Just grateful to be here, man. That's all.
You put on a performance tonight and unfortunately came up short, but what was it that surprised you about Shakur Stevenson?
Nothing at all, man. Just didn't come with the right plan. That's all. Better man won tonight. Good fan.
Do you feel like you'd like to run it back at some point with Shakur? I know you're someone that always wants to, like that time Kambosos beat you want to do it straight away, right?
We'll see what happens next, man. I'm gonna let my team do the work on that.
Teofimo, appreciate your time.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Shakur gave credit to Lopez for stepping up and risking his belt, highlighting the willingness to face a dangerous challenge and showing respect for the competitive mindset behind taking the fight. Shakur tweeted, "Thank you for the opportunity, Teo. I respect you for not being scared to put it on the line like the rest of these fighters." Stevenson pointed to his composure and ring IQ as the difference, explaining that everything unfolded exactly how he prepared for it. He controlled the tempo, stayed defensively sharp, and broke Lopez down with precise, clean work while taking little in return. In his view, it was a technical display that reflected pure boxing skill, as he methodically separated himself on the scorecards to claim the junior welterweight title.
It was an amazing night. I put the work in. I stayed disciplined throughout my camp. I was in tremendous shape. And Teo, he's a hell of a fighter, but I was the better man tonight. Yeah, I definitely did. I feel like he's a fighter, so he tried to fight back. Yeah, I picked him apart. In the second round, I want to say that I told my corner, I said, I'm stronger than he is. And for sure, I heard him a couple of times. My jab, my left hand to the body, my left hand up top. No, that's no disappointment. It's boxing at the end of the day. I seen him go out there, and when I was about to stop him, he started fighting back a little bit. So, respect to him. He's a sharp fighter. He got a lot of knowledge, and he did what he did to survive. I've been told you this. I told you this a minute ago. I said he's not on my level.
Shakur showed zero surprise at how dominant the fight turned out. He had already believed the gap between them was clear and felt the performance simply confirmed it on the big stage. In his view, the result matched what he had been predicting all along, a difference in levels that played out round by round. Even with that confidence, he still gave Lopez respect afterward, acknowledging his toughness and expressing pride in sharing the ring with a high-caliber opponent.
Did you think you was really going to beat him up that way?
Yes. I've been told you this. I told you this a minute ago. I said he's not on my level, and I proved it tonight. And shout out to you, bro. You're a hell of a fighter. I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you went there and did what you were supposed to do. You dig deep and you did what you were supposed to do, and I'm proud of you, bro.
Lennox Lewis praised Shakur Stevenson for dominating nearly every round against Teofimo Lopez, highlighting how he outclassed his opponent with impeccable timing, sharp rhythm, and superior speed. Lewis emphasized Stevenson's ability to control the ring, dictate the pace, and seamlessly blend offense with defense, showcasing a level of boxing mastery rarely seen. According to Lewis, the fight was a clear display of Stevenson's technical brilliance, leaving little doubt about his superiority in the matchup.
So rounds, well, maybe he lost one, but he won the majority of rounds. At what time did you realize that this was just going to be Shakur taking over the whole fight? After the fourth round. After the fourth round? Yeah. Teofimo, it seems like he couldn't just get it going. Like, he just tried differently, going up and down. The counters were getting him. Yeah. What could he done differently tonight? I don't know. You know, it's difficult to box against a great mover like that. And, you know, he tried. He definitely tried. His dad was emotional. You know, he wanted him to do better, but, you know, this is boxing.
Keyshawn Davis praised Shakur Stevenson's dominant performance, noting that he didn't lose a single round and only gave one away. Reflecting on the fight at Madison Square Garden, Davis admitted the moment still hadn't fully sunk in for him. He described the experience as surreal, recalling his dream of seeing a 12-round knockout come to life, and expressed gratitude for witnessing such a commanding display in front of a sold-out crowd.
Sold out Madison Square Garden, your brother's, you know, main event on there. Just tell me the emotions that come with that.
I'm gonna say the same thing as Shushu said. It ain't even hit me yet. Like, it didn't even hit me yet, bro. Like, it's crazy because, like, for real, I always dreamed to have a 12-round knockout, like, right before the bell rang. And it really happened that way, like, for my return, bro. So, man, I'm just blessed. I'm blessed and I'm thankful, man.
Ryan Garcia jumped on social media following Shakur Stevenson's decisive victory over Teofimo Lopez, sharing his thoughts on the performance at Madison Square Garden. On X, he broke down what stood out to him and weighed in on how Stevenson controlled the fight from start to finish. Garcia pointed to Lopez's strategy, saying, "Not a good game plan from Teofimo." Garcia pointed out that Lopez had trouble adapting, repeatedly being outmaneuvered by Stevenson's precise, disciplined style. He noted that Lopez couldn't find openings or upset the rhythm of the undefeated southpaw, who controlled range and set the pace throughout. Social media reactions mirrored this view, with many highlighting how Stevenson's tactical mastery shut down Lopez's offense, sparking discussion about what went wrong for the former champion.
It didn't seem like it, but did Teo, I don't know, present any issues, or was there any adjustments he made that you guys had to adjust back to, or was
No, because, you know, a lot of the stuff that he did, you know, we were familiar with and we game plan for. So when we seen it, you know, it was pretty much what, you know, he didn't bring his problem, he didn't bring anything different to the ring that he's been doing. When you plan for a fight like this here, you gotta have another game plan, a plan A, plan B, and plan D. So you only have one plan. He thought that he was faster than us, and he thought that Shakur was slow, so that's where he made his biggest mistake.
Right. Did Shakur ever, I think at one point he said something about, like, he just said that he's stronger than him or something like that.
He ain't nowhere near as strong as me, so, you know, that worked to his advantage and to his confidence.
All right, Shakur, so now that you checked
Teo felt the difference, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you see, he wasn't aggressive. You know, he didn't try a lot of stuff. You know, he didn't do a lot of that.
Andre Ward made it clear that Stevenson's career is far from over, and that he still has major challenges ahead that will define him. Ward praised Stevenson's elite skill set, creativity, and adaptability in the ring, saying he has the IQ, athleticism, and versatility to draw up any fight strategy he wants. Rather than seeing Stevenson as a finished product, Ward suggested this dominant performance is just one chapter in a larger legacy still unfolding. Even after such a decisive win, the implication is that Stevenson isn't done yet. He has more big fights and opportunities to prove himself as one of boxing's all-time greats.
How good is Shakur? I interviewed Terrence Crawford and he said he could be the greatest of all time.
We don't know. He's not done yet. You know, he's not done yet. He's a great for sure. How great, we gonna see. You know, he got a lot. He can box as long as he wants to box because he don't take punishment, and he's a master boxer. You know what I mean? So, just excited for him, man. Happy for him, man. You know, it's hard for me to see my brothers fight when I'm not fighting. That's harder to me than to actually fight because I can't help it. So I'm just happy it's over, man. I'm happy he got the win and get home to them babies, get that check.
Last one from me. He's in there in the ring with Conor Ben. Do you like that fight for sure?
Absolutely, yeah.
How do you think that one goes?
Conor's always dangerous. He's gonna come forward, but man, it's gonna look a lot like that. And there's no disrespect to Conor Ben. You know, I respect what he does and how he does it, but the skill set, bro, is different. They say them boxers boring, man. Why they be saying that? They say the boxers boring, but the boxers they can deal with any style though.
George Cambasos Jr. shared his admiration for Shakur Stevenson on X, marveling at his quick counters and flawless timing that seemed to take control of the fight early on. Too sharp, the speed with the counterpunching was beautiful. You could see it was all over after the first three, mental frustration, in Lopez Sr. as well. Shakur, we've had our share of talk, but you are a great fighter, great performance, and big respect to Teo as well. You're a proper warrior, and always step up. Got to love boxing, what a sport. He gave full credit to Teofimo for showing heart and stepping up in the challenge. Cambasos praised Stevenson's skill and composure. Ade Oladipo praised Shakur Stevenson's masterful performance, noting how he dominated despite moving up in weight. Stevenson showcased both physical and tactical superiority, even telling his corner, "I'm stronger than him, I can feel it," while controlling clinches and pushing back the naturally bigger Lopez. Teofimo had boasted about taking on top names at higher weights, but Shakur outboxed him on the back foot and front foot alike, landing every punch with precision and timing. Oladipo highlighted the elegance of Stevenson's technique, pointing out how effortlessly he adapted, controlled distance, and exploited Lopez's mistakes.
Shakur Stevenson's coming up from the smaller weight classes, and Shakur bullied him at times. Shakur even said in the corner, didn't he, like, "I'm stronger than him. I can feel it." And you know, when you clinch with someone, you know, like if you've sparred or anything, you just know when you clinch with someone, you're like, whoa, one second, I can push this guy back and bully him a bit. Remember, Teo's supposed to be the bigger guy. Teo's the one that's been calling out Crawford when Crawford was 147. Teo called him out when he was at 154, saying, "I'll get to 154. Teo's a big, strong guy. And Shakur just bullied him, outboxed him on the back foot, outboxed him on the front foot. Every time Teo came in and kind of tripped himself, going over his front foot, the punches and bunches and just the single shots were just beautiful from Shakur Stevenson. Beautiful. We might have something here, you know. we might have something, because I mean, I look at that 147 division, and look, there's still work to be done if he wants at 140, but I look at the 147 division and...
Oladipo highlighted the 147-pound division, noting that Shakur Stevenson's skills make him a serious force with few challenges standing in his way. While there's room to fine-tune his approach at lower weights, his success in higher divisions underscores his versatility and elite talent. He concluded that Stevenson combines technical brilliance, physical dominance, and mental sharpness, proving he can take on top competition and cementing his place as one of boxing's most complete and exciting fighters today.
Garcia, no. Conor Ben is interesting because Conor Ben's so aggressive. No. Like, so this guy really could go to 147 and win a title there. I mean, he could be a 5-weight world champion in his next fight. He could. He's 28 years of age. 28. You know, it's crazy. I saw something today. This is a bit of a going off track here, but I saw something today about the weight champions. Oscar De La Hoya was a 4-weight world champion at 24. I think some people sleep on how good Oscar was because of his antics now. Oscar De La Hoya was a 4-weight world champion at 24. Crazy, crazy. Broner at 25 was a 4-weight world champion. But you could argue that what thing he's doing, Shakur Stevenson is beating the best. Maybe didn't get the chance to do it at 135 because he didn't fight Javante, he didn't fight Devon, he didn't fight Vasily Lomachenko. But he's certainly done it now at 140.
After watching Shakur Stevenson dominating Teofimo Lopez with exceptional composure and pinpoint accuracy, analysts noted that Lopez struggled to follow the game plan he needed, failing to fight smart on the back foot and instead pressing forward without reading Stevenson's timing. Stevenson's strength is his patience. He lets opponents act first, then capitalizes on every mistake. His elite southpaw jab and tactical awareness controlled the fight, leaving Lopez unable to land a single meaningful counter and exposing just how outmatched he was against Stevenson's polished style.
Got those weak hands. The things that Teofimo needed to do to get around this were, in my mind, the opposite of what he really did on the night. You know, he needed to be on the back foot more, trying to get Shakur to come forward, to time Shakur with his own work. Teofimo Lopez is best when he's counterpunching, and in this fight, he was not counterpunching for 1 second, one moment of the fight. I didn't see him throwing counterpunches. And that is because the thing that makes Shakur Stevenson, in my mind, so different from everybody else is that he's so patient. He never feels pressure to make the fight. He'll always make you go first. And in doing so, he can make you miss, and then oftentimes he can make you pay. But also, over time, you become so frustrated that you become more and more hittable, and he just picks you off with that elite southpaw jab. And the thing I'm talking about with Teofimo and southpaws and why I knew that rushing Shakur would be so bad, it was all from that Sandor Martin fight that I broke down in my pre-fight analysis, where I showed you the checked lead hook of Martin, how he was able to time Teofimo entering the pocket time and time again.
Analysts highlighted Lopez's past struggles, particularly against Sandor Martin, warning that charging at Stevenson without a plan would be a costly mistake. While fighters like Lomachenko or Josh Taylor offer a different kind of pressure, Teofimo's failure to adjust let Stevenson dictate every exchange. With precise timing, controlled distance, and methodical shot selection, Stevenson dominated each round, showcasing the tactical brilliance that keeps him at the top of the sport.
It's just that he hadn't fought another fight like that for quite some time. Loma and Josh Taylor, they're both fundamentally come forward aggressive fighters. Loma will always try and get back on his front foot to put you under pressure. Josh Taylor is a swarming aggressive fighter. Teofimo loves fighting guys like that. He loves hanging out on the ropes and countering. Against Lomachenko, you know, the thing we saw that was he was just too big and strong and powerful for him, which is why one of the biggest pre-fight questions was, is Shakur Stevenson big enough? Will he get a bit gun-shy if Teofimo starts firing those big shots to the body? The answer was absolutely not. And I did do an analysis of the size beforehand, and I worked out that it wasn't really going to be that much. I do actually think that Teofimo put on a bit of size for this fight. I think he came in a bit heavier. He had a lot of water in his cheeks. You could see it a couple of days out from the fight. So he was clearly water loading to do a decent cut. I know he came into the ring at 147 against Barboza. Their fight was at 140. He weighed 147 pounds on the night.
The victory over Teofimo Lopez further established Stevenson among boxing's elite. He dictated range with slick footwork, timed counters, and constant tactical pressure, keeping control of the action from the opening rounds. The performance marked a significant career achievement as he secured a 4th divisional world title and proved he could adjust seamlessly under high-stakes conditions. Beyond the technique, his calm decision-making stood out, showing a fighter fully in command of both the moment and the stage. The result positioned him for even bigger matchups as his rise at the top level continued.
119, I think, to 109 with the scorecard, so basically like 11 rounds to 1. What did you think about the outcome and the fact that he was able to win so dominantly?
One, Shout out to New York. To Shushu Bruce Carrington, he's world champion now. I'm so proud of him.
Facts.
Been watching him fight the undercard and all this stuff forever. And then become world champion tonight. I was balling. I was crying, yo. So shout out to him. He shine every time he come out. To see his story, see how much he done overcame everything. Now he get a 12th round knockout, looking good against Jermaine Ortiz. Wonderful. Now we got the main event with Shakur, and I knew that was gonna happen. Everybody be talking all that rah to me. I know boxing, and like I told y'all, we was gonna see a little bit of athleticism, but we was gonna see Shakur be using his jab, going to the body, and we saw blood today. Shakur did great today. Only thing I can ask for is stop. I can't ask for nothing else.
What do you think about this epic showdown between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez? Let us know in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos.